Good morning. Today we're going to go through cleaning a cast iron skillet that has had scrambled eggs cooked in it. You can see that there is definitely some stickage. It's not perfect. This is a fairly new pan, so that may be part of it. But eggs are pretty much the stickiest thing you can imagine. And so to clean that, we're going to just use some very simple ingredients you should have around the house. We're going to use some salt, some cooking oil, a few paper towels, and a pair of tongs. If we need to get into something more, we'll see how that goes. But you first start by putting some salt in, and a good pinch. We're not going to actually leave this in the pan, so don't worry about seasoning the food. And then you can use that as sort of a light abrasive to rub around and scrub with paper towels. You can see it's releasing most of the egg already, and that's pretty cool. This pan is still warm from cooking, which is very convenient, because then the pores in the cast iron are not gripping onto the food as much. And the salt comes out pretty dirty. You're clearly going to throw this away. Don't throw it on a garden. Salt is not good for growing things. And you can see, I'm going to switch sides to get to the trash can. You can see that that's all there, and we'll just put it in the trash. You can put it down the sink too, I suppose, but salt's not going to turn into any CO2 or anything in the landfill. And if you take a good look, I mean, it's pretty good, but it's not quite there. So we're going to try a little bit more salt and a little bit of cooking oil. Hopefully the cooking oil will help release that last little bit. And if that's not enough, then we can go ahead and use a brush, a stiff bristle brush with a little bit of water in the sink, but no soap. One of the important rules of cast iron is you never use soap. The soap will actually get into the pores of the food, of the cast iron, and then end up in your cooking, which no one wants the food to taste like soap. I'm going to turn on a little bit of heat to help it release a little. The salt won't burn, and we're not going to heat it up so much as to burn, get the oil smoking. I think these paper towels are pretty much done, so I'm going to throw those away. And I've got another set here that I used to clean a griddle in another video we have on the site, on Green Lifestyle Consulting. And you can see this pan is coming pretty darn clean from just a little bit of salt, a little bit of oil, and rubbing. So the worst cooking stuff, sticky scrambled eggs, comes off very easily in a good seasoned cast iron pan. And you can see, I'd say it's almost all out of there. There's a couple stubborn spaces like right there or right there. And so I'm going to take this over to the sink, and we're going to just use the bristle brush to show that. So again, you don't want it to have too hot of a pan if you're going to put some water on it. You just need a little bit of water, and here's my stiff bristle brush. I've marked it with no soap, though that seems to be rubbing off, because you really don't want to have soap mixed in with it. And the key is, if you do need to go to the water and the brush route, you want to make sure that you put a light coat of oil on it after you finish cleaning. And you can see the water is pretty gross, so I'm glad I did that. Do a little bit of water, scrub it around. Now the water's almost there, so let's do one more thing of the water, and then we'll go back to oil and paper towels to finish it off. And then what was a horrible, sticky egg, cooked on egg, is now a nice, clean cast iron pan. I'm going to take a little kitchen towel, quickly dry that off, because you don't want to ever leave cast iron sitting around wet. It will cause it to rust. Make sure you get the bottom too. You can notice I'm using this handle here so as not to burn my hand for the hot pan. Now let's come back over to the stove, where we'll pour in just a little bit of oil, just like, not even a teaspoon, just enough to coat the pan, the light coat. And then at this point the pan's cool enough that I can just use my hands. One little piece of paper towels, And you can see it's got that nice shine. And the pan's nice. But this will also help keep the seasoning and keep it seasoned so that the next time you want to cook with it, it also releases the food very easily. All right, we're going to sign off. Thank you to Ellie for being my photographer. And check out other things we have on the Green Lifestyle Consulting site. Thank you and have a great day.